Why the hell did I stare at that? Fuck. Alright, next time warning. Like 3, 2, 1, asshole. Keep staring at it every time you start welding. Next time give me a warning like a 3, 2, 1. I keep staring at it and you keep hitting it.
No. This ground is gonna fall off.
Your welder has the world's most like janky ground strap.
Dude, this welder's old.
It's also cheap. What's up, guys?
Oh yeah, eyes.
No, not eyes. I said, what's up, guys, you deaf ass?
No, I said eyes.
Oh. Yep, hot metal glue gun. So Anthony bought this car. It has locking lug nuts on the rear. There isn't room to get extractors around the outside. And the few that we tried, it rounded out the inside. So we are now to the point where we are welding a stud to the face of the lug nut to weld a nut to it to try to impact it off. Hopefully. Why'd you have to do that? You know, you broke it. Now you ain't got no welder. Oh, okay. Story checks out. Man, I want to... Well, why'd you run it over? Yeah, we're going to get really creative with this. One way or another, through skill or sheer stupidity, we're going to get that lug nut off. All because he wants to see if the rear wheels on this Mustang fit on the front. One of the front ones is cracked from the accident. The other one's been welded and repaired, and it's off balance. So we're going to try to slide the backs forward and then put some drag radials on the rear. Maybe. If it works, possibly. We don't know. We're making it up as we go. I just got back from a service call, and he's welding on a wheel, so... You're going to lose music, so I'm going to go inside and get a drink. You guys... I guess it doesn't matter to you. You guys aren't losing the music, but he is. What's up, Demon? You guys can say hi to Demon over there. Come here, Demon. Or not. Be a pain in the ass. That's cool. Demon made an appearance and then promptly decided he wanted nothing to do with it. Oh god, I was holding that crooked. I'm an idiot. I just spilled Mountain Dew on myself. So I don't know if you guys saw the new video or saw the announcement today. We have a Patreon. We're going to be putting that towards like a pay-it-forward system to help people who can't afford to fix their cars. One of the benefits of the Patreon is all these live streams. I usually delete them when I'm done. As soon as we end the live stream, it's going to go over to private. I will post the links on Patreon so all the Patreons can go back and watch live streams. In case you guys miss them or have to leave. I mean, I don't know why you guys want to watch this, but it'll be there for you. Alright, what are you thinking now over there? Oh, you're fixing your ground strap. Never mind. Oh, I'm out of it right now. Also, anytime you guys are in a live stream, feel free to drop whatever you want in the comments. You guys get to pick what we talk about. Sorry about that. I was changing the playlist we were on. I think it cut off for you guys while I did that. Man, it's humid out here.
Hey, I need a big island. You got one?
How big? Maybe?
I know you do. That plastic cover thing up there on the truck.
I don't know if you need something for like a 0 gauge.
Big yellow one, I think.
No, that's way too small. I thought I had some like 0 gauge for doing ground cables. I know I've got the wire in my box. You can go check my parts bin. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. They're too small for what you want to do. You need for like, yeah, but it's like a 6, isn't it? Because you want... I need to clean my toolbox off. This is what you're wanting? That's the yellow one. I told you. How much do you want to rig it? Bolt in the wash, or you could wire it out underneath of it and crimp it down so we go to get one tomorrow. Because I don't have any big eyelets, I don't think, in my box. Check my electrical drawer and see. You do? I can't get my electrical drawer open, it hits my truck. I don't think I have any big eyelets. I think I used them all when I was doing battery cables for Dad's bus. I think that's the last time I had them. We'll break it off and go to a new section.
Last time I broke it off, about had Ray in the eye.
Well, Ray's not here.
I was in the house. And I snapped it on the table.
Why are we playing with razor blades in the house?
When I tinted the windows.
Oh yeah, I forgot you tinted the living room windows. What's up, guys? I saw some people just joined in. I just saw your comment about the when in doubt, grind it out. We kind of want to save these wheels, so we're trying not to do that. We might drill it out at some point if we eventually get bored enough and just have to replace that stud in the spacer. Yeah, that is Anthony's really fancy, like $80 Harbor Freight flux core. This thing has put together so many exhaust systems.
We put together part of the frame.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We welded a truck together with that once.
We also used a stick welder, but we cleaned it up. And
yeah.
fat shit.
Yeah, they do work. We cut an S10 apart that he used to own and then I owned. And between that and my stick welder, we put the truck back together. And we drove it down the road. And interstate.
Yeah, that thing's still cruising.
Yeah, that thing is still alive. It runs around
Hey,
southern
if you're
Indiana.
watching, please let us know.
Yeah, if you guys ever see a red S10 that is just it's an extended cab, 4-wheel drive, 4.35 speed.
That shit down the side.
Yeah, it says shit 10 down the side of it. It's only got bed sides hanging on some steel rod, no bed floor or anything. It's got a bed stack. I want that truck back. I'll buy it back off of you. I miss that thing. That was like the most unstoppable little trail rig for just being cranked keys on 31s.
I remember that time you took it down to Redneck Grave for me.
The time that I jumped it and bent the frame before you got there?
Yeah, I get a call on the way there. Hey, we already jumped those things.
Yeah, I took his truck down to Redneck Grave because he was taking his other one down there. Pulling in, I hit a mud hole, got all four off the ground, and then bent the frame. If I ever find the owner of that truck, I will buy it back. But the deal I got to get rid of it is I traded it for my cammed 400 small block C4 Corvette even. I don't know what the crackhead was thinking when we made the trade, but I seriously traded for a Corvette for an S10 that I paid $500 for. And it was maybe worth a solid $5 at the time. I love that truck. If you guys check out my Instagram, there are pictures and videos of that thing. It was a little beast off-road. I have no idea where Anthony went. He was supposed to be fixing a ground cable and then he just disappeared into the house. Alright, so I'm going to have a little biased, but my 04 Ram is the best truck I've ever had. I love this thing. I'll die owning this truck. But S10s are a close second. They're cheap. You can beat the hell out of them. They take it. And they're just fun. Like, that truck had a welded diff, and I can say from experience, if you put it in second gear and dump the clutch from redline, that truck did amazing donuts, didn't it?
Huh?
S10 donuts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just clutch kick it. Before we sold that truck, it had a hydro e-brake installed. Never got to try it, though. I really wanted to rip the hydro on that thing and try drifting it. We have a local track that does a drift event once a month. I wanted to go out there in a 4-wheel drive S10 on 31s and try to drift it. Huh. We're coming with. Let's go see how clean Anthony's service van isn't. I know, that's why I said isn't. I know what your service truck looks like. I've seen inside of it. I use your air compressor. Is it in the cab or is it in the back? Mm. I can't even see the floor. Tisk tisk.
I'm gonna have to find you like 20 something batteries.
Why don't you go through the side?
Oh my goodness.
What'd you do?
Look.
What?
It's a fucking graveyard.
How many batteries do you have in this thing?
Well, that's what they do. They send me on electric shit. And this is why it's never. That's why
You've got 600 pounds of fucking batteries in the back of your truck.
I know my van's slow.
Jesus.
It's also got a lifter noise.
Oh, great.
Not my problem.
Don't you have one of the lower mileage, newer vans in the fleet?
Yeah, I let it idle too much. All this is just gonna fall back down tomorrow.
Yeah, S10s are awesome. I need more of them in my life. I was trying to buy an S10 when I bought my 2500 Ram. I hopped on Facebook Marketplace, started looking for an S10, and I accidentally bought a 3/4 ton.
It would be nice if I had some light.
They're on the ceiling.
They don't shine down here.
They hooked you up with an actual like assortment in your service van?
Oh, what?
They gave you an assortment of shit for your van?
This is already in here.
Oh. I was gonna say, what, was I the redheaded stepchild of the fleet? I didn't get shit for my truck.
I mean, yeah. It's kind of weird.
Why do you have your tire iron and
Because, remember, I had a flat.
the months ago?
Yeah.
You just
How long my van hasn't been cleaned. I gotta do inventory soon.
really? Well, there's your excuse to clean your van. Do inventory. Dude, I tried, like, when I was doing inventory, I'm like, can I just get a pallet and just mark off everything I'm returning? And they're like, no, it's yours and you're stuck with it. Like, there was, like, 500 pounds of stuff that was just useless inside of my service truck when I worked for them.
That's all you
I mean, 90% of it. Well, you had one of them.
I literally only have one.
Nice.
The rest of them were the batteries from the- I mean, I guess I could have drilled a hole in them.
I like we're going through all of this just to get your welder working.
It needs to be done anyway.
My bad. Did not mean to mess with the stream there. Do you not have the crimping tool for that in your truck?
No, I never have. But that works great.
So they gave you all the ends, but they didn't give you the crimping tool, but they gave me the crimping tool and I had no ends. That's the way that company works. It's like when you got to fix something on the south side, we got to send you to the north side so you can check in that you're there and then go right back down to the south side. If any of you guys need a job working on forklifts, we can point you to a place that's hiring and in desperate need of meat bags. I mean technicians. You don't even have to know how to fix anything. If you show up with like a screwdriver and a crescent wrench. No, you just need to say you know how to fix stuff to get through the interview, and then you just pretend to be dumb. Jolly Rogers. I really hope he doesn't follow my channel. Yeah. I think I spent an entire week once fixing his mistakes, like in a row, nonstop. I got stuck working with him one day when I got sent out to do OSHA annual inspections on a boom lift. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's good, he'll pass, no problem, all that stuff, because he just PM'd it. Yeah, I know, I was.
I'm still not.
Really?
Oh. That's my excuse every time I want to send me out.
Yeah. No, I went out there and the thing failed the OSHA inspection before I had it even to the area where I was inspecting it. So I ran the tower control from the ground on it up to the ceiling and went to go lower it, and the basket was full of tools and connectors and stuff, like from the maintenance department. The thing was dropping like a foot at a time, then slamming to a stop the entire way down and throwing tools and harnesses out of the basket. I'm like, huh, yeah, not passing that. Went back to the shop, and then Troy's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. It works just fine. And tried to send it back to the customer.
You're back in business.
I mean, we're back in business, but that doesn't mean we're actually going to fix anything. We should have a welder again.
Oh, this bitch is coming off tonight. Pause.
Thanks. Yeah, right side.
Well, I can't see because they're...
Oh, your work light?
Yeah.
Let it go off. I'd try to weld the backside of the nut again, too. So here's the big question. Are either of your guys' 6.5s manuals?
Who's got 6.5?
There are two guys in our chat with 6.5s.
Why do you have 6.5?
Well, one of them is a manual.
That doesn't stop. That doesn't make it a 6.5.
And it's an NV4500. Oh yeah, I'm definitely in on the NV4500. We just put a 5th gear back on one in the driveway here a few weeks ago. It was in a Dodge with a V10 though. This one's a New Venture 3500. It's the light duty 5-speed in this truck. Staring at it doesn't make the weld stronger.
I was just looking.
Oh, we got a 6.2 guy in here. Oh, they're both NV4500s. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, no.
What was in the S10?
NV3500, same transits in this half ton. And people wonder why I break this transmission on like an annual basis in this truck.
You break your ring or your pinion.
I break the rear end about twice as often as I break the trans. Well, I don't usually break the ring and pinion. It'll pop the axle nut or the pinion nut loose because it wheel hops really bad if you get it spinning the tires.
Just need to build a set of ladder bars.
I don't want to just build a set of ladder bars. I want to get a hold of a custom-made set of Caltrax for it. It's just too cheap to order a custom-made set of Caltrax.
Custom ladder bars.
Maybe. Once we lower it, I'll do something because they'll have the suspension geometry where I want it. Are you? I'm hearing a lot of creaking.
And fucking up the roof.
Quit messing up the wheel.
I don't care at this point. It's just gonna break.
It didn't break. You rounded the nut.
Jump.
I like how we had no issues until you decided you wanted to try to move your wheels around.
It needs to come off anyway.
I mean, eventually.
I gotta change tires.
220 in my garage. Should a generator. So my stick welder. Don't judge how much of a mess my garage is. I have like a full shop worth of stuff shoved in a 2-car garage with 2 cars and 2 bikes. So, yeah, we have a bike for sale in here if you want it too. I have a longevity stick. It's a 140. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a dual voltage stick welder. I love that thing. It's a nice smaller size. Ow! Shit, that hurt. Just kick the torque wrench. I'm not actually wearing shoes. Did you? You're on there. I mean, I like the garage. That's the whole reason we moved in here. When we came to look at this house because it was for rent, I was driving this truck. It's a crew cab long bed, and it fit in the garage. So I was sold. And then I got my bike behind it. I've got my Maximizer with its locker here. Excuse the mess on top of it. I've been busy lately. I've got my Craftsman box back there. My tool cart is after it. My shelves, all kinds of different random tools and parts. Some of the stuff that's in here is also stuff out of my old service truck that I don't keep in my new one all the time. I used to have a service van before this. And until I get the flatbed on here and get the boxes set up on the 2500, not everything stays in it all the time. And then Dad recently realized that he has been storing my engine hoist, so I had to bring that back over when I needed to go borrow it. Apparently you can't just take it back and drop it back off after you leave with it, you know, stuff like that. I don't even know if he knows that he's still storing like an engine of mine. No, it's buried. You can't see it. Like, unless you move stuff, you can't tell that I have that engine sitting in his garage. I also have that 18-inch sub upstairs in a box. I know he probably knows that's there. I need to do something with that.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah, if anyone wants a sub, it's an EVX 180 DV. So 18-inch EV sub, needs reconed. The voice coil in it's twisted. Great sub. I ran it on a 5,000 watt amp before. Makes like the best sub for your home surround sound setup.
I was gonna say that sub's too much for a car.
Yeah, we've got a 15 in the Jeep, and it's way overkill.
It's turned all the way down.
Yeah, it's still kind of high. Like my spare 10 over there hits perfect in your Jeep, I think. Why are you using a oh, because you have the weld gobbed over the end of it. Do you want my flap disc?
No, I'm about to just break it off. I'm not worried about it.
What happened to it's coming off one way or another?
That turned into I'm getting tired.
I'm just gonna give up on it. We'll deal with it later.
I mean, it's welded on there. Like, it's pretty sturdy.
Well, then let's get it off there. Oh yeah, we listen to some Dolly Parton out here. Oh, we are definitely Jeep people. Ratman, if you haven't looked at some of the videos of the other projects we got, so aside from Anthony's XJ, I am in the process of getting a Jeep right now. Aaron has 2 MJs that we are 4-wheel drive 5-speed swapping. They're both manual 2-wheel drives right now. And we are manual swapping a ZJ. What part of Kentucky have I been working in? I was in Science Hill about 3 weeks ago. And last week, it was near Danville, Kentucky. I don't know. It was by where they distill 4 Roses and Wild Turkey. Because I remember I was like, oh, Wild Turkey. That shit makes me time travel. 2 12-inch MTX Terminators. The olden days on a 1,000 watt amp. So this truck has a 10 on a 1,200 watt in it. And then I have an extra 10 up there in a box. That one's a Rockford Fosgate 10 with a 600 watt amp. It used to be my S10. I was going to put it in this truck, but there isn't any room for it. So this one is going to get a self-contained 8-inch under the seat. It's a single cab truck and it doesn't need that much bass. This one eventually is going to get dual 12s. I just need to stop being cheap and buy the ported box to go under the seat.
Are you kidding me?
Did you get it off?
No. The nut is spinning off.
Well, weld it better. Yep, Science Hill is where I went down and worked on that Buffalo a few weeks ago. So the MJs, we just picked up the white 4.0 5-speed one for $1,000 last week. And it came with an AX15 and a transfer case for it. We had a Dana 30 high pinion sitting around. And yeah, we have a second AX15 with the manual trans that I gave to Aaron. Came out of the part sheet I gave him that he got the Dana 34. That's going to go in the ZJ because we destroyed the ZJ's trans in a burnout contest. And then the other Comanche is a 4-cylinder. We actually have an AX5 with a transfer case to throw in that one. There's not room to get a socket around the outside. That locking lug nut fits like perfectly inside of the hole in the rim. Otherwise, I have an extractor that would do that, but we don't have the room for it. It's one of the internal spline ones, and it was destroyed. So we have resorted to other measures. I mean, worst case, we're just going to have to drill the stud out, and it'll pop off. There's something there. Some spider. Yeah, we can listen to that.
I heard this one.
Yep, we are going to do videos on all of those manual swap projects. You guys are going to see them when we start doing them. Right now, the order of projects at Aaron's house, we need to get his Duramax stripped apart so we can send it over to the body shop to get the framework started on it and get the rockers done. Once that's done, the Comanche is the next step because the Comanche is going to be a quick swap to the 5-speed and 4-wheel drive. Other than finding a rear drive shaft for it, that whole swap should take us less than a day. Then we get the drive shaft ordered and get that thing running and driving. After that, the ZJ is next because that's our trail rig. Anthony's Jeep, I think, what did you say is next up? Full exhaust system and headers?
Honestly, it's probably going to get a mini spool before any of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down with doing a mini spool. Alright, so mini spool then and headers and a full exhaust on his Jeep. I am in the market of looking for another Jeep right now, and I just... What is that stud made out of? Jesus, that's butter.
What?
That thing is throwing chunks. But yeah, I'm looking for another Jeep. I just picked up another 4.2 crankshaft, so I'm going to be building a stroker 4-liter. How much to go through a set of LB7 heads that are already off? What's going on with the LB7 heads? they need to be machined, or do you just need like the valves lapped, replaced, new valve seals, and all that stuff done in it? If it's going to need machining work, you're better off letting it go to the machine shop and have them assemble it. Otherwise, if you're around, where'd you say? I'm not far from science. Otherwise, yeah. Hey, PJ's in the stream. What's up, PJ? I saw you blew out a tire in the van the other day. You get that fixed? Carbon in the coolant. Aaron would be the one to talk to about that. Aaron is our Duramax guy. If you want to send in, just got off work now, replacing 3 tires. No, now replacing 2. Wait, why are you replacing 3 tires? Yeah, Jeeps are a drug. There's a license plate on my wall that literally said Jeep Life. I used to have a custom plate on my black Grand Cherokee. Yeah, Dooley, why are you putting 3 tires on your van? I think the cups need resealed. Oh, okay. Smoking on Jeep Invasion. I'm gonna have to go to that. So I actually went to Camp Jeep back when they used to have it. 2007, my grandpa bought a 4-door Wrangler with a 6-speed, and we took it out to Camp Jeep. We're all cracking on the inside. UGR cooler failure. Yes, GTR. Dooley, have you seen the tires on the front tire on this truck that I haven't replaced yet? This thing is a death trap until I get that replaced. That's why I haven't been taking on long trips. I really need to get it replaced. But I'm hoping to find a set of like 20 by 12. I'd even settle for some Moto metals right now. I just want some different wheels because I don't want these stock 16s on this truck. They're going to look really weird when I put the flatbed on it. But yeah, if you send an email to service at Indiana Mobile Diesel, Aaron will get it. You can talk to him about those Duramax heads. He can get you a quote together on those. He does all of our Duramax work. That's how mine was. I was doing 65 when I let go. But I thought you just had tires put on the van, or was it just the wheels that got put on your van? Also, you just got here late, Dooley. We just finished talking about like subs and base is life with you.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Wait a minute, that's who we need to give the 18 to. Dooley, do you want my 18-inch sub?
You gotta fix it first.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll run right now. It just sounds a little off because the voice coil's messed up. It's a EVX 180. So it's an 18-inch. It's in a box, too. We had it set up for home audio. I had a 5,000 watt crown feeding it.
Do you have a big enough dick to fit in the hole?
What?
Do you have a big enough dick out to fit in the hole?
What size is the hole?
What's that size?
I might.
Half.
Man, some asshole parked his Harley right in the way where I can't get in my toolbox. Yeah, it was definitely me. Why am I spacing out? I swear they're in here. Well, here. There's an entire box of easy outs. I don't know where my bag and my new ones are. I feel like I hid them so Dad wouldn't use them. And then I forgot where I put them. Because they should have been in here. Are they behind my aluminum rod? Hey, I found them. They're in my toolbox.
I might be able to hammer this one.
Those are more made for pulling a sleeve out of something, but they'll work. What's up with the Suburban? Why don't you just bring the Suburban over? We'll get it taken care of.
Oh wow, these are not working out.
I told you that's not what they're for. Most things 4-wheel drive can be used as a towed. You got to put the transfer case in neutral. Most. You do want to do a little bit of research to make sure that it's not going to do anything weird. Like Honda CRVs have a viscous clutch in the rear end and they don't like that. Yeah, they like to blow the rear diff up when you try doing that.
Doing that.
Flat toe a Honda CRV and with transfer case and neutral.
No, no, anymore.
Huh?
No, anymore.
Okay.
Where's your China?
Damn it. I need a bigger toolbox. What?
Damn it, China.
Yeah, well, I tried to close it and my specialty gauges and all that stuff got in the way. Front diff is making a noise. So usually on those GMs, when I tear them apart, when the front diff is making a noise, there's a bunch of metal paste because it spins one of the carrier bearings inside of the race. Or spins the race inside of the diff.
What Dodge did that? Ate the liver out of it.
No, like, remember that red Suburban at Estes? Were you there for that? Oh. Yeah, all-wheel drive Nissan Muranos. Same thing, they don't like it. Wait, what sub setup do you have now in yours? I thought you had like a pair of 12s in the back of your van. Oh man, my phone's at 15%. Why you got 115? You need 2. Gotta keep even numbers here. My OCD doesn't like it. What do you got with that then? How far through or drilling it are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty far.
Can
Probably
you?
not far enough.
I mean, just at this point, that stud's already destroyed. Just drill through the stud.
That's the thing. This bit won't drill through it anymore.
Step down and go to a smaller bit, and then we'll go back through it.
I turned it
What are
to
you
the
listening
different
to? This song is Basement by Gemini Syndrome. Dooley, was your Eclipse the car that we couldn't get the wheels off of? That we had to leave the lug nuts loose and go rip it up the street to try to get them to break free? What? Why are you... Oh. I thought you were looking at me. Yeah, so we swung with every hammer we had to try to get the wheels off of Dooley's car. Could not get them, so we ended up leaving the lug nuts loose and just went and ripped it up the road like a slalom to try to get the wheels to pop loose. I mean, you did get a full set of KYB adjustable struts for your car for free, though, so that was pretty cool.
You think KYB would have anything for mine?
Yeah.
If I go up there and see him?
Just go up there and see what Jose's up to.
You think if we rip it with one lug nut it'll fall off?
No. No. Just not gonna happen. You see a Stanley Fat Max Jump Pack 750 has a decent air compressor USB charger. I've seen jump packs like that. I'm a little bitter with jump packs right now. So I used to have a Noco, and it went dead because I left it sitting in my toolbox for a while and never checked on it. And then I wanted another one, so I figured my problem before was I bought a cheap one. So I bought this. This, biggest piece of shit I've ever bought. We literally burned this jump pack up starting a YFZ 450 four-wheeler. And I got hold of my Matco rep and he said it was user error. Sorry about your luck. You know, using a jump pack to jumpstart something apparently is user error. They won't do anything about it, so that's a $300 paperweight. I'm a little salty if you guys can't tell about that. Those look like more Cobalt drill bits. Those, if I remember, are Craftsman drill bits he's got over there on his Milwaukee, right? How much stud do you have left grabbing on the nut?
Can't go.
Do you want to get my bits out?
I'm just tired of drilling.
Don't yawn. I forgot to take a nap today. Yeah, Anthony gets up for work pretty damn early. This is late for him.
I was gonna go to bed at 8:30. Then I was like, nah.
And then he just walked out here and started messing with your car.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Yeah, it's not even worth it. I'm not too worried about it. Someone said to contact Matco. I have kind of had my limit with tool companies this year. So I used to also have a I need to have another gun day. Yeah, we need to do another gun day. There are a bunch of new ones sitting in the safe that you need to come try to shoot, PJ. I used to have another Mac toolbox other than this one. While I had this one, I had a 3-bay green Tech Series with a flip-up top at my shop. It arrived, it was a custom order box, damaged. Mac said that they were going to replace the entire box. After 6 months, they stopped returning my phone calls, text messages. My local tool rep was avoiding me every time he came in the shop. So we ended up getting an attorney involved, and they replaced my toolbox. And between that and then just the way my Matco rep handled that jump pack, I'm pretty well over dealing with tool companies for a while. I don't have any tool payments. All my stuff's paid for. I don't have to deal with them. I really don't care to. So for the most part, I buy off-brand stuff now, or if I want something nice, I'll buy it used off eBay. I just don't like dealing with them at all.
Yeah, that was good.
Huh?
That bit's done. I turned my drill bit on the pit blue, and where I was drilling it turned blue around it earlier. I'm pretty sure I've seen it glowing red hot.
Friggin' send it.
These are from 04. That's bad. No wonder they're coming.
Dude, the tires in your car are 15 years old. Like, your tires are older than all of PJ's kids.
They grow chunks, that's for sure.
Actually, to be fair, the tires that are stacked up in the corner over there off this old thing were older than his. We put those on when me and him worked at Dukin together.
How old are my feet?
What?
How old are my feet?
You just put them on this year.
I know, but I'm on eBay.
Yeah, PJ just said it's older than all of his kids combined. I saw your kid, what was it, one of your kids started first grade yesterday, I thought I saw on Facebook. And the other one's in pre-K now, right? Making me feel old. I remember when your first kid was born. Let's take up a performance at 150,000. Typical performance, or typical service to perform at 150 to 200,000 miles on 8V92. Other than regular maintenance with, changing filters and fluids, you can set the injectors, the valves, and run the rack if you're having an issue or if it's something you want to do. They're not hard to set. I have videos on them. Dad has videos on them. So, how is Holly dealing with her starting school today? Was she cool with it, or was she like an emotional wreck about it? Handling it well. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised by that. I figured she would be like the one that's freaking out because her baby's starting school. Is there a reason you're drilling that at like a 45? Okay. Hey, what's up, Garrett? Did you just send a piece of drill bit flying through the garage?
I don't know where it went, but yeah.
Damn it, I didn't know I needed to wear safety squints. The hot wrench is actually straight up the garage right there. I've got fresh bottles on the cart.
Yeah, that's where it went. And that was probably glowing red hot.
Oh. No, it's in it.
Oh, you broke it off in there?
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Well, why do you gotta make everything harder for us? Longer phone charger cord out here. What is your schedule like where you're at now, Dooley? Because you need to come out here and hang out sometime. My phone is really enjoying telling me I have like no battery left. I don't have a long enough charging cable. I have to stand by my toolbox to charge it. I need to get another. You do need to get another Subaru. Oh damn it! My drink's empty. Why is there silicone hanging cock gun on my charging cord?
Oh, my thing broke.
What broke?
The punch. Center punch.
Oh. Yeah, send that over because you need to figure out some time to come out here and hang out. We do dumb stuff all the time. We always need more help doing dumb things around here. Unfortunately, we sold the drift trike, so we don't have that to mess with anymore.
I'm kind of mad about that.
Yeah, I do miss it, but I like the AR I bought with it.
Hey, you got a tire hammer, right?
A what?
Tire hammer?
No.
Or a big enough mouth?
Kinda. Why?
Because I'm going to jack it up and bolt everything but that one, see if I can't just, like, pull it off.
I can tell you right now that's probably not going to work.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I'm probably gonna have to end the live stream here, guys. I'm plugging my phone in, but we're still only at 6%. So I'm gonna have to get running here. Let my phone charge for a while. Depending on how late this goes and how terrible our ideas get, I might throw it back on. Like I said, all the Patreons, though, I will be posting all of the live streams. We'll go private when we're done with them, and I'll post links on there. So if any of you guys missed some of it, you can always check them back out there. We did an announcement video today, too, of what the Patreon is going for. We're doing a Pay It Forward program, so check that out. I'm not asking anyone to donate, only do it if you guys want to and if you guys support the cause. Otherwise, like I said, I'm not out here begging for anyone's money. But have a good one, guys. I will see you later.